All right, shalom, shalom, brothers and sisters. Back out again to preach the gospel and the downfall of Babylon the Great and reach the Lord's elect. So, Lord willing, you be edified during today's live stream. First off, we're going to give our praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Makakadash. Double honor to the apostle elders, the great millstone. Shalom to the hopeful elect, wherever you may be. So, brothers and sisters, right in, we're going to jump straight into it. And I want to speak on, about, what's been going on lately. Things been heating up, concerning, Russia, Ukraine, and then you got, them Israelis, they had, put a strike on Hezbollah, killing like 400 some people. So things are intense, as the days go by. And also I seen where the president of Ukraine, Zelensky, he wanted to get approval from the U.S. to use long-range missiles to hit Russia. And I heard that Putin said if any missile was to come into Russia, he was gonna know that America was involved with that, and then where it's gonna lead to, war. So yeah, and Putin, he already, speaking of nuclear war, he already warning America. And then they had jets over here thinking Alaska, So yeah, man, things getting ready to get serious.
Oh yeah, okay, these last days, man, that's how it's gonna be, prophecy, Europe and stuff like that.
Right.
You're gonna hear about the stuff going on over there in the other countries and stuff like that. Like, as far as Putin, Russia, North Korea, you're gonna hear about their army, their military, and stuff like that. Right. At the end of the day, it's just a sign of prophecy right there.
Grab that Matthew 24 and 6. Yeah, because in the book of Matthew, chapter 24, Yahushua, he was giving us signs of what to look for of his return.
It's Matthew 24, verse 6. You shall hear wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things will come to pass, but the end is not yet.
Right. It must come to pass, meaning it's prophecy. They prophesied gonna be wars happening. So we hearing the rumors of wars, and actual wars are taking place. A rumor is you just hearing it now. You actually seeing it taking place, that's something different. Because you got wars going on, as we speak, But we at the end of this place, man. Babylon's completely finished. These people are through. These people are a whole bunch of zombies, man. They don't know what's going on. They're spiritually dead. You out here, in public, people just, they gone, man. People ain't worried about what Russia, Ukraine doing. None of that. They just living their life of sin. But reality gonna hit real soon. But I'm gonna go ahead and start off in book of Joel, chapter 2. I'm gonna start from the top. Blow ye the trumpet in Zion, and sound an alarm in my holy mountain. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble. For the day of the Lord cometh, for it is nigh at hand. That's right, we blowing the trumpet. We warn our people, telling them, return back to the Lord and come out of this world. Because the Lord, he finna get ready to plague this place, and you don't want to get caught up in that. Because, the day of the Lord is near. And we ain't got much longer. Yeah, we in grace, but it's a grace period. Pretty soon it's gonna end. The man of the Lord ain't gonna be out here forever teaching. There's gonna come a time where the Lord's gonna remove his men, and then things just gonna get to happening.
They take advantage of that, we on the grace and stuff. They think they can just use it to do what they want to do. No, man. But we still got to try to keep the law. At least to the best of our ability. Just because we on the grace, that don't give you the right to just, naturally go off just because you feel like it.
Right.
Yeah, you can repent for it, but they don't try to do it willingly. You know what I'm talking about?
Verse 2. A day of darkness and of gloominess, a day of clouds and of thick darkness, as the morning spread upon the mountains. A great people and a strong there have not been ever the like, neither shall be any more after it, even to the years of many generations. A fire devoureth before them, and behind them a flame burneth. The land is as the Garden of Eden. That's talking about Babylon the Great, America. Before them, and behind them a desolate wilderness. Yeah, and nothing shall escape them. That's right. Nobody gonna escape the wrath of the Lord, man. Because once the missiles come down, if you not getting beamed up, you finished. You know, ain't no running behind. You can't go nowhere. You ain't gonna escape the wrath of the Lord. That go for you other nations and you wicked Israelites. Right, the Lord gonna leave America as a desolate wilderness, man. You can't inhabit this place no more once the Lord get done with it. Ain't nothing gonna be left here. That's why it said in the scripture, leave neither root nor branch. Right? Okay. Verse 4, the appearance of them is as the appearance of horses, and as horsemen so shall they run, like the noise of chariots. On the top of mountains shall they leap, like the noise of a flame of fire that devoureth the stubble, as a strong people set in battle array. Before their face the people shall be much pain, all faces shall gather blackness. They shall run like mighty men, they shall climb the wall like men of war, and they shall march every one on his ways, and they shall not break their ranks. Neither shall one thrust another, they shall walk every one in his path, and when they fall upon the sword they shall not be wounded. They shall run to and fro. In the city they shall run upon the wall. They shall climb up upon the houses. They shall enter in at the windows like a thief. The earth shall quake before them. The heavens shall tremble. Now what's going to cause the earth to quake? The thermonuclear missiles. That's what's going to cause that. When we speak about Revelation, the earthquake, that's talking about when destruction happened. Now it's going to be earthquakes as well, because earthquakes in diverse places, yeah, that's in there. That's talking about little earthquakes happening all over. And you see earthquakes happening, you know. Alright. So yeah. The earth shall quake before them, the heavens shall tremble, the sun and the moon shall be dark, and the stars shall withdraw their shining. And the Lord shall utter his voice before his army, for his camp is very great, for he is strong to execute his word. For the day of the Lord is great and very terrible, and who can abide it? So right, the day of the Lord is a day of darkness, you know. It's not what they teach you in these churches. You know, it's not a happy time when the Lord come back, you know. People gonna be dying. You know. That's what we warning you people of. The terrors that are about to come.
You know, the church ain't gonna tell you about prophecy. They're just gonna speak smooth words just so they can get folks in and stuff like that. When the men of the Lord, the prophets, they come out here to do the warning. That's their job.
Let's see. All right. Verse 12. Therefore also now, saith the Lord, turn you even to me with all your heart. And that word heart, in the Hebrew, meaning law, which is your mind, and with fasting, and with weeping, and with mourning. Right, you're supposed to be turning back to the Lord now. And most important, you're supposed to be fearing the Lord and hoping He's going to have mercy on you when these things happen. Alright. And wring your heart and not your garments, and turn unto the Lord your power, for He is gracious and merciful, slow to anger and of great kindness, and repented him of the evil. That's right. That's all I want to get on that. That's right, man. You need to be seeking the Lord, you know. In Isaiah 55, I don't know if it's verse 6 or 8 talk about, you know, seeking the Lord.
Yeah, that's it.
It's it.
I see it's seek ye the Lord while he may be found.
Okay.
Call ye upon him while he is near.
Yeah.
And that's what you Israelites should be doing out here, you know, because now this is the time to do that.
So yeah, it's gonna be on that Joel 2. That was just going into, you know, that day of destruction. How it's gonna be when the Lord come back. You know, talking about the destruction when it goes into that fire. You know, cause that's what the main focus. You know, of prophecy, man. You know, but we can close it to the end. So we must continue to keep bringing out prophecy. You know, you might go into, might be the same topic, you know, but it don't matter because it's all of the spirit. That's a spirit, you know, Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua, because we're in that time of prophecy. And that's all we pushing, the prophecy. The song of the prophecy that's on Don Great Millstone. You know, we teaching prophecy, you know, we're warning the people. You got to keep doing that. Go ahead and get Revelation 18. Just off on the top. Yeah.
Revelation 18 verse 1. And after these things I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. Verse 2. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen, and is become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and the cage of every unclean and hateful bird. Verse 3. For all the nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of fornication.
Yeah.
Revelation 18 verse 3. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of fornication. The kings of the earth have committed fornication of her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies.
Okay, right there. So what it mean by that, you know, because you got the leaders of these countries, they doing trade with America, you know, because, you know, they with, you know, the whore. So why they trading, that's what it's talking about when they say they committed fornication, all the trading and stuff they been doing with America, you know. They've been doing business with, you know, Babylon. That's what it's going into.
Right. A prime example of that, sometimes like I remember back when Donald Trump was president, I think he had a meeting with the president of North Korea, Kim Jong-Un. There's a picture of them like shaking hands and shit, you know, chopping it up.
Mm-hmm.
So that's basically them doing business, you know, the U.S. doing business with
Right.
the leaders of the other, you know, countries and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 4.
Oh, right. Yeah. And also it's going into how, you know, a lot of these countries, they have taken on the ways of America, Babylon the Great. Because the other countries, you know, they follow different religions. And a lot of they women ain't supposed to be acting like how the American women acting. Right. They want to come here and be whores and stuff.
Right, they getting a little Americanized.
Right, and the dudes, they want to be rappers now and stuff. So yeah, you know, what they call it, westernized, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, westernized.
Yeah, that's what they doing, you know. So they're taking on the ways of the whore. Right,
Verse 4. Revelation 18, verse 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, that ye receive not of her plagues. Verse 5. For her sins are reached into heaven, and the Most High have remembered her iniquities.
Okay, right there. So when the Lord's saying, come out here, my people, that's talking about the deliverance. You know, when the elect is getting beamed up, you know, right along with the men, women, and children, whoever part of that number. So yeah, that's what it's talking about. Come out here, my people. So you be not partakers of her sins and receive not the plagues, right? Because you know, America, you know, is finna get hit with plagues and stuff. And then the final plague gonna be them ICBM missiles. So Lord talking about the deliverance. You know, about come out here, my people. Talking about the deliverance. And also, the sins reaching the heavens. That's talking about all the wickedness that's going on here in America. Because all these states here in the U.S., they all doing wickedness, and the top one that pushing that is these elites. You know, Edom. He pushing all the wickedness, all the LGBTQ, the murder and stuff, the thought stuff, all that. He push all that stuff. Homosexuality, he push all that stuff.
Goddamn gangster rap culture.
Right.
Like I said, the homosexuality, the alphabet people.
Right, and his food too, the abominable foods he push. You know, he got all the commercials of the foods that Israel should not be eating. And then, of course, you know, you got you Jakes. They run up in there and getting it too. They're down to the first one in line. You know, in the morning getting a sausage biscuit from Hardee's or something. Doing, like I was saying on TikTok, you know, they got them damn crab boils and shit. You ain't supposed to be eating that.
Right, man.
You know, but that's majority of our people right there.
That's the thing. Even when you out here telling Jake, oh, stay away from that, man, Jake don't want this. They still want to do their own thing.
Right.
Okay. Revelation 18, verse 6. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her according to her works. And the cup that she hath filled to her double.
Right, you gonna have to drink that cup, you know, eat them. And part of the cup is slavery. Because once the Lord destroy your kingdom, y'all going into slavery, starting off with you elites. Going straight into captivity. Right along with the rest of that nation. So yeah.
Right, man, y'all gonna get worse than what we got.
Right.
That's that double. Verse 7. How much she hath glorified herself and have lived deliciously, so much torment and sorrow give her, for she saith in her heart, I sit a queen, I am no widow, and she shall see no sorrow.
Right. Yeah. So by living deliciously, because you know you got a lot of wealthy people in America, Babylon the Great, man. You people got all this money and get whatever they want.
Right.
You know, America just a top country. Everybody want to come here.
Right, man, they can go do this and do that.
Right, party club, and they got everything out here.
Yeah.
You know, but the Lord said He gonna torment this place. Now, how He gonna do that? But He gonna put a change in society. Once the Lord brings Jacob's trouble, that's where it's gonna start. Things gonna get even worse from there.
Verse 8. Yeah, verse 8. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning, and famine. She shall be utterly burned on fire, for strong is the Lord of power who judgeth her. Verse 9. And the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament for her, when they shall see the smoke of her burning.
Right. They're gonna see, you know, all these leaders, you know, they're gonna see America, Babylon the Great. They're gonna see it fall. And you know, and Esau, he gonna be vexed when his kingdom get destroyed. Cause he ain't gonna want to give up his rulership. That's why Yahweh Shah come back, he gonna take it from him. Cause you not just gonna go talk to these devils, be like, all right, it's our turn to rule. No, it don't work like that. Yahushua got to come back. He got to take the king. Where you at?
Verse 10.
Let's see. Yeah, keep going.
Revelation 18, verse 10. Standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, at last, the great city Babylon, the mighty city, for 1 hour is thy judgment come.
Right. The Lord gonna destroy this place in 1 hour.
Verse 1, and the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her. Fear no man buys their merchandise anymore.
Right, gonna be no more trading and stuff. Because ain't gonna be nothing left for this place. You know? Like Lord said, gonna be a desolate wilderness. Ain't gonna be nothing left here. You know? Okay, skip verse 12 and 13. And let's see, skip 14. Start back up at start at verse 15.
Revelation 18, verse 15. The merchants of these things which were made rich by her shall stand afar off for the fear of her torment, weeping and wailing. Verse 16. And saying, at last, the great city that was clothed in fine linen, and purple, and scarlet, and decked with gold, and precious stones, and pearls, for in 1 hour so great riches is come to naught. And every shipmaster and all the company of ships and sailors, as many as trade by sea, stood afar off. Verse 18, and cried when they saw the smoke. Verse 18, Revelation 18, verse 18, and cried when they saw the smoke of her burning, saying, which city is like unto us, this great city. Verse 19, they cast dust on their heads, and cried, weeping and wailing, saying, at last, that great city wherein it made rich all that, as ships in the sea by reason, and for coastlines,
The costliness.
costliness, for 1 hour is she made desolate. Verse 20, rejoice over her, thou heaven, and ye holy apostles and prophets, for the Most High have avenged you on her.
Right. So yeah, that's going into the destruction of America. The Lord gonna leave this place desolate 1 hour, and then you know, like I said, they're gonna be weeping and wailing, you know, because America ain't gonna be found no more at all. And that's gonna be Yahushua. He gonna get his vengeance when he returns, because he gonna not only gonna destroy this place, he gonna get those Romans from back then who pierced him, because they back now reincarnated. Right. So that's all part of recompense, the payback. Because America got to pay up for what she did. Because don't forget, this place was built on the back of us, Israel, our people, the southern and northern kingdom. All that bloodshed he did, that's how they place where it's at now.
He's on the beef too, man. Stole land from Gad, or tried to Gad, and they getting slaughtered. You know, he took a whole bunch of them off.
Right.
In the history of the Trail of Tears, we go back to that. We go back in that area, 1600s. You know, the colonies days and stuff like that. You know, Jamestown, the late, 1600s, 1700s and shit like that. They were killing our people in, tried to Gad Native Americans back then too. You know? So you got to pay.
Ezekiel 35, starting from the top. Moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir, and prophesy against it. And Mount Seir, that's going into America, Babylon the Great. So we're supposed to be prophesying against this place. We're supposed to be condemning America.
Right, that's what we out here doing right now.
Alright. And say unto it, Thus saith the Lord, power, behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out my hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate. And we already went into how the Lord going to do that by sending them ICBM. So like I was saying, the Lord going to make this place desolate by sending them ICBM missiles. This place ain't going to be found no more at all. You know, going to be no more trading going on. You know, they ain't going to have no more delicacies, none of that. It's going to be a wasteland. Okay. Verse 4, I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know I am the Lord. But right, once the Lord, you know, he bring it to these states in this country, man, people gonna know it's a power out here. All these atheists out here that don't believe in the Lord, they're gonna see that there's a power. Right. It says, let me read this again. Ezekiel 35:4, I will lay thy cities waste, talking about America, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord. Right. Verse 5, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in their time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. That's talking about you Edomites, you know, you devils. Y'all shed the blood of the Israelites, southern kingdom, northern kingdom. Y'all did all that rape, rob, and murder. Right, and y'all got perpetual hatred. That's why these cops keep gunning Jake down. Our people still getting lynched, you know. A lot of stuff still going on. They still got hatred towards us, you know. They ride around with their Confederate flags, you know. All that.
You know, they take Esau on his horns, showing that he the devil, basically.
Right. Verse 6, therefore as I live, saith the Lord, power, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. If thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. So right, it's talking about you, Esau. You know, the Lord gonna share your blood. You know, because you did all that blood shed. Now you got to pay up, and the Lord cry you pay up in blood. Okay, verse 7. Thus will I make Mount Seir most desolate, and cut off from it him that passeth out, and him that returneth. See, a lot of times the Lord said he gonna make this place desolate, man. So the Lord is stressing it that he gonna do away with America, man. And there's no getting around it. All right, that's all I wanted to get on that. Let me jump. Revelation 17. Alright. That'll probably be it on this topic, then we'll jump into something else. Okay. Revelation 17, starting at the top. And there came one of the 7 angels which had the 7 vials, and talked with me, saying unto me, Come hither, I will shew unto thee the judgment of the great whore, talking about America, that sit upon many waters, and the waters talking about the people, with whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication. So right, once again, you know, the inhabitants of the earth committed fornication with, you know, the whore, just like it speaks about Revelation 18. Right, so, right. Verse 3, so he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness, and I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet colored beast, full of the names of the blasphemy having the 7 heads and the 10 horns. Right. So this is what it's referring to. And read again. So he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness. And I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet-colored beast full of the names of the blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns. And that's what they're going into. Verse 4, and the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, having a golden cup in her hand, full of abominations and filthiness of her fornication. And upon her forehead was a name written Mystery Babylon the Great. Right. Why was it called Mystery Babylon the Great? Because back then they didn't know what Babylon the Great was. They didn't know it was going to be America. See, we know this now today because our apostles, they got more understanding, you know. So that's how we're able to know that Mystery Babylon the Great talking about America.
And that's why I think I hear the apostles say, you know, the apostles are old, they ain't really know. When they said like they know more than the apostles are old because like we say, they didn't know about Babylon the Great like that back then. And they didn't know that the second destruction is going to be with fire or ice and missiles. Back then, missiles didn't even exist.
Right. They didn't have that around during their time.
Right.
But they still prophesied of these things, just like we're doing now today.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But we just got a greater understanding.
Yeah. Power and spirit they have about shit.
I'm gonna read this again, verse 5. And upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth. Right, harlots and nothing but hoes here in America, you know. They push all this thought stuff, you know. Esau pushed that stuff, you know, in the movies, you know. That's why they got OnlyFans and stuff, you know. Because that's what America's about. America's a place of sin. And then people just do all type of abominable stuff here, right? The elite's pushing abominations here. All right. Let's see. Okay, that's I'm gonna jump down to verse 16. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, 10 horns represent NATO, and the beast represent, you know, the system, the empire. These shall hate the whore represent America, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. And the fire being missiles. You know, you can link that up with 2nd Esdras 16:13 when it goes into the arrows. All right, verse 17. For the most I had put in her hearts, for the most I had put in their hearts to fulfill his will and to agree and give their kingdom unto the beast, unto the words of the Most High shall be fulfilled. So right, it's the Lord controlling this. He moving the pieces. The Lord playing chess with this. He getting everything set up for, you know, the destruction. Cause it's all of the Lord's will, you know. They ain't got no choice. America gonna have to fight. And they can't call that off, but it's a part of the process. World War III gonna happen. You know? So while y'all trying to say, make America great again, you know, that's not gonna happen. You know, we at the end of this place.
Time of prophecy, man. We in the last days.
Right. Let's jump into another topic. I'm gonna go and get not Revelation, but Jeremiah 30, verse 7. We're going to Jacob's trouble. Because this is what we're heading into. Because with the migrants coming over here, you know, they're terrorizing the people, the Venezuelans, something like that. You know. So yeah, the what they call them, immigrants coming over here in America, and you know, according to them, you know, they're some real dangerous people.
They got them Venezuelan gangs and doing all the drug trafficking, the illegal drugs, and toting all these different guns, and committing crime acts on people. Yeah, this is Jeremiah 30, verse 7. The last for that, the day is great, So that none is like it is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it.
Right.
Right. That's the time that we coming into, man. And he shall be, who gonna be saved out of it? Only the elect of the nation of Israel. Well, the whole world not gonna be saved out of Jacob's trouble.
No. I'm gonna get a precept. Matthew 24, verse 22. And except those days should be shortened. So let me start here. Let me start at verse 21. For then shall be great tribulation, meaning suffering, such as was not since the beginning of the world, to this time no nor ever shall be. So once again, Yahweh shall. That's another sign what to look for. And that's talking about Jeremiah 30:7, Jacob's trouble. That's a prophecy. It's gonna come to pass. Verse 22, and except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. That's right, the days gonna be shortened because the elect gotta get delivered out of Babylon the Great before the missiles hit. That's right, that's the time we're going into. And we can go into a little bit more. Let's see. Get Second Edges 15.
That's the Second Edges 15 chapter. So off from the top. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy which I will put in thy mouth, said the Lord. And the Lord, he doing it. The Lord speak to his prophets, speak to his men. The prophets, they know what's going on and what's about to take place. Right. I got scripture Amos 3:7 say, surely the Lord doeth nothing but reveal his secrets unto his servants and prophets. And what the secrets that the prophets know? The mysteries.
Right.
Prophecies of Babylon the Great.
Mm-hmm.
The whole, you know what I'm saying? The average person in the world don't know how to break down the scriptures, but they ain't got no understanding. You Christians, they ain't got it. So yeah. Okay, verse 2. He calls them to be written. They cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. The word of the Lord just don't lie.
Right.
Verse 3. Fear not the imaginations against thee. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. Verse 4. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. A lot of you people. We all gonna die.
Right.
Especially the 2/3 that don't believe, unbelievers. Okay, verse 5, behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. And a lot of these things is gonna come in these last days. Like the sword, man. To the Lord, he got many forms of swords. You know, Esau, one of the Lord's swords. These 2/3 niggas, they like the Lord's sword.
Right.
They be killing folk, robbing folk. You know? These cops, they're another form of sword. And there's gonna be no famine. Famine to bring the words of the Lord, famine to food. Verse 6. Verse 6, for wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled.
Right.
Man, it's just a bunch of wickedness and abomination going on, especially in Babylon.
Right. I'm gonna get a precept for that. Be the book of Job, chapter 9, verse 24. And it reads, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? Right. It's talking about the wicked elites, you know, these Edomites, you know. top banking family. That's what it's talking about. That's who control the earth. And that's why there's so much wickedness going on. 'Cause that's what they push. That's what they're about. They're about evil. You know.
Verse 7, therefore saith the Lord, verse 8, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit, neither will I suffer them in those things which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and the righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain contentiously. You know? The souls of the just, where they contain, you know, basically, the elect be crying out to the Lord, man.
Right.
And not like literally crying out, but they praying that they get delivered out their place. They praying, you know, it's like they praying that Babylon the Great get destroyed. They putting curses up on Babylon the Great.
Right.
You know, hey man, we, you know, hopefully let be praying that, hey man, Jay Show will be here as soon as possible, this year. You know, you just sick of Babylon the Great.
Right.
Okay. Let's see. Verse 9, and therefore saith the Lord, I will surely avenge them and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them. It's like, really, we don't even gotta do that. We ain't gotta get carnal and fight against Esau and his army. Right. Yahweh Shema Shai gonna handle all that.
Mm-hmm.
The death angels, they gonna handle you folk, man. Verse 10, behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt. Verse 11. Verse 11, but I will bring them with a mighty hand and stretched out arm and smite Egypt with plagues as before and will destroy all the land thereof. You know, that's coming. The Lord gonna send plagues upon this place, man. Like we said earlier, the biggest plague gonna be what? I see in this,
Right.
to officially take the place out. You know? Verse 12. Verse 12, Egypt shall mourn, the whole foundation of it shall be smitten with plagues, the punishment that the Most High will bring upon it. Verse 13, they that to the ground shall mourn, for their seed shall fail with a blasting in hell, and with a fearful consolation. Verse 14, woe to the world and them that dwell therein. For the sword, verse 15, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, the swords in their hands.
Right. When they're talking about Egypt, when they say Egypt shall mourn, no, it's talking about the spiritual Egypt, which is America, like Babylon the Great. So that's going to be happening now, in this time.
Verse 16, for there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. That's right, man. People gonna be going crazy out here. They not gonna give a fuck about the law, the government, the police, the system. They're gonna be doing what they want to do. They're gonna be running around breaking folks shit, doing a lot of killing and stealing. You know.
Right. Purge like behavior gonna be going on. Now that's talking about Jacob trouble. Right. That's when that's gonna be happening.
Yeah, this shit gonna take place during the time of Jacob trouble.
Right.
Martial law and shit gonna be coming through at the same time. Okay. Verse 17. Man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. Right, because Shit gonna be blocked off, and martial law gonna make sure people ain't gonna get out of there, big man. Martial law gonna be roaming the streets and shit. Okay. Verse 18. And because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, and the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Verse 19. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy the houses with the sword, spoil their goods, because of the lack of bread, and for great tribulation. Right, man. Folks breaking for houses, with the lack of food, there's gonna be a famine going on too. They're gonna be out here hungry.
Right, and then said because of their pride, the Lord finna repay America for being so damn prideful. When he sent these troubles upon its place. Because people still carrying on now. They ain't worried about nothing. Everything's straight. It's sports season, that's all they worried about. Or some other stuff that don't really matter. So people gonna get caught off guard when these things happen. Cause once they tell you they getting rid of the money, hey, watch these people's faces. Hey man, they're gonna be devastated. But that's when, all playtime over with during that time. They're finna get real serious now. But a harsh reality gonna have to hit them.
Verse 20. Behold, saith the Most High, I will call together all the kings of the earth to reverence me, which are from the rising of the sun, from the south, from the east, and the bondage, to turn themselves one against another, and repay the things that they have done to them. Verse 21, right, as they do yet this day, unto my chosen, so will I do also a recompense and a balsam, listen, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai.
Right. Recompense, meaning payback. The Lord gonna pay this place back. Starting about you, talking about you damn devils. We're 47 minutes in.
It's all right, man. That's all I know what you're doing.
How much you got?
22. Right, a recompense is coming to you, Esau, Edom. For all your sins, you will not go unpunished. That's right, man. It's our job, it's our job to come out here to condemn Babylon the Great, and also condemn or just deal with Esau Edom. So, white man, well, hey man, hey, you're not right, Esau. You just gotta go.
You stop at verse 27.
Nobody going into slavery. Verse 22, we're still in 2nd Ezra 15. In verse 22, my right hand shall not spare the sinners, and my sword shall not seize over them that shed innocent blood upon the earth.
Right. Who do that? Esau. You shed innocent blood.
Right.
So the sword ain't gonna pass over you.
Right, man. The Lord not gonna spare you, Esau. Verse 23. The fire is going forth from his wrath, and have consumed the foundations of the earth, and the sinners, like the straw that is kindled. Verse 24. Woe to them that sin and keep not my commandments, saith the Lord. So woe to y'all, man. Mm-hmm. Really, the law, statutes, and commandments really go to the nation of Israel. Mm-hmm. Most of Israel are not trying to keep the law, statutes, and commandments. So woe to y'all. Right. And that word woe means destruction. Well, verse 25, I I will not spare them. Go your way, ye children, from the power of defile not my sanctuary. Verse 26. For the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai. Verse 26. For the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai know of all them that sin against him, and therefore deliver he them unto death and destruction. That's a lot of genetic cause and stuff there by last verse that we're gonna bring out, verse 27. For now are the plagues come upon the whole earth, and ye shall remain in them, for the Most High shall not deliver you. For now are the, verse 27, for now are the plagues come upon the whole earth, and ye shall remain in them, for the Most High shall not deliver you, because ye have sinned against him. So, man, most of y'all not going to get delivered, because y'all willingly sin against Yahweh by Shema Shai.
Right.
I'm talking about, yeah, I'm talking about everybody, but I'm mainly talking about the nation of Israel. You know, you so-called Negroes. Yeah, you so-called Negroes, you so-called Latinos, you so-called Native American Indians. Yeah, 10 shots of Israel.
Get rid of 3 and 10.
Revelation 3 and 10, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth.
Right. That's gonna happen.
Like the whole world gonna feel that temptation.
Right. That's talking about when these devils bring that new world order and they make that sea hip mandatory, which is the mark of the beast, according to Revelation 13:16. So that's what that's talking about, because it's gonna try everybody. It's a test to see who's gonna take it. You know? It's gonna be tempting to get it, because think about it, you got no food and you can't buy nothing, you know. That's tempting you right there, because you need those things. But this is what's gonna come down to our faith during this time, if we really with the Lord. That's why it's so important that you know and understand this, because so when it happens, you know what to do. You're gonna keep your faith in the Lord, you're gonna bow down to Esau. That's your two choices right there. Ain't no in the middle.
Right. Either with the Yahweh, if you Israelite, you either with Yahweh by Shema Shai, or you either with this beast system, Babylon the Great.
Right. And let's get rid of 13. And
Revelation 13.
Revelation 13, verse 15. Start right there.
And this is Revelation 13, verse 15. Revelation 13, verse 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed.
Right. So the beast being the system, right, their empire. And you know, America follows after Rome, because when you look at it, look at these football stadiums. That's them gladiator arenas from back then. You know.
Right.
And they still got all their statues up and stuff.
You know, basically the same thing, man. Just, you know, a whole different version, you know,
right.
You know, then them same spirits from back then, they back today as well. You know,
right. And then it said, if you don't worship me, you're gonna be killed. Right? When they come with their order, whoever ain't trying to abide by it, you gonna get thrown in a FEMA camp, or you get put to death. That's how serious it's gonna be. This ain't like you're not paying a ticket or something, whatever. That's something like, you know, we talking about your life on the line here. That's how serious it's gonna be. That's when it's gonna shock a lot of people. You're gonna wake up then. Okay. Let's go ahead and keep reading. Here's verse 16. Oh. Yeah, brother, 13, 16.
Revelation 13, 16. He calls, Revelation 13, 16, he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. You know, that's going to be a sign that we're going to come into. They're going to try to get you to take this digital RFID chip, either in your right hand or the forehead, to you know, sustain in a society. To go here, go there, buy this, buy that. Okay, basically kind of like, you know, like a new currency or whatever. Verse 17, that no man might buy or sell, say if he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. All right. Like, you're not gonna be able to buy and sell. You ain't gonna be able to go into the store and buy stuff like you used to unless you take this RFID chip right here in this picture that they, you know, gonna try to give you and shit. You know? That's why you gotta have faith in how about you know outside that. You know, you're not gonna take that. Unless you're gonna, you know, basically move with faith. You know? Right.
So yeah, man, that's a test right there. See who's gonna take that. See here. This is like really important that you must trying to be getting right with the Lord. Because we finna get ready to come into this time. Really, we heading into the family of the word real soon. They're gonna try to get us off these corners. You know, Esau, he finna come with that wrath, like I said, Revelation 12 and 12. You know, he finna turn into a madman.
Right, he finna really show the horns when he bad day.
Right, you know, after this election, there's some gonna pop off. I don't know what it is, but you can just feel it. Because pretty soon, you know, we'll be heading into 2025, a couple months. After these damn pagan holidays pass by. And Lord willing, that be the year. But we know it's gonna get worse though.
Oh yeah.
Most definitely.
You know, hey man. Like the apostle was saying, like they're saying in 2023, the year to crank for. Hey man, every year they be cranking up.
Right.
It'll be a worse damn, you know, really every year.
Right. Because this year, 2024, you got Putin already threatening America with nuclear war. So, hey man, we just gonna leave it to the Lord, and we just gonna patiently wait, and then see how things turn out. But end off, get that Revelation 16, I think it's 2. Just read it out and see what it says. I might be wrong.
Revelation 16 and 2. And the first one out poured out his vial upon the earth, and there fell a noisome and grievous snow upon the men which had the mark of the beast, and upon them which worshipped his image.
Right. That's talking about that sea hip. So anybody who take that gonna be destroyed. You can't repent from it. This is why the apostles, the elders, Brother Great Millstone, be getting on to you other groups. Y'all telling people that that's not what it is, because we talking about, hey, your life on the line here, you take that chip, you're gonna be destroyed. There ain't no saving you. So that's why you gotta really fully understand this is serious, you know, and not to take that. So that's why we keep stressing it to you. Don't take it. That's all part of us doing our job, warning you. Now, whether you listen or not, that's up to the Lord, you know. And we'll end off with Isaiah 55 and 6.
turn and get right, we have about Shema Shah, like I said earlier. Yeah, this is Isaiah 55, verse 6. Seek ye the Lord, the how about Shema Shah, while he may be found, call ye upon him while he is near.
Right. How you gonna do that? Finding his men, the true men that is.
The prophets.
Right.
We believe through faith are the apostles and elders of great millstone and kneel down.
Right.
The apostles and elders on down the great millstone, I mean.
That's right. You have to find the Lord's men. Right. And they're gonna have to teach you and inform you. And that's how you get to the Lord if the Spirit allow it. You know, because it's all up to the Spirit power of Yahweh. It's all up to the Spirit power of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah.
Right.
You know, we can only tell people, you know, if they get it or not, it's up to the Lord.
Right.
Yeah, that's gonna be the end of it, you know. Lord willing, you were edified, and Lord willing, we back out here soon. Again, you know, to preach the gospel. First off, before we end, we give all praises to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah by Hashem Dash.
And we're honest to our apostles and elders of great millstone, the men we learn the truth on.
Right.
You know, they're teaching the truth and sincerity. Lord willing to see you again soon, Lord willing. About Shalom.
Shalom to the live.